Before we begin, the formula used for this video was invented by CinemaSins, and the video we're discussing was created by Star Wars Theory. Please respect both channels, and I highly recommend checking them out. I wasn't 100% sure if this was Darth Vader, or Darth Malgus, or Morton Joe, but either way it looks scary as shit and badass, respecting Star Wars traditions. An easy and effective way of telling us where in the Star Wars timeline this takes place.
Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering.
Look at that amazing opening shot, with the sun and the lens flare. J.J. Abrams be damned.
I will not be denied.
And Vader's first bit of dialogue is true to his character. Also, Vader sounds like Vader. Arguably the best scene in Rogue One was the Vader hallway scene where he slaughters all the rebels. And we had to wait till the end of the movie to get that scene. But here we have our dessert before our main course.
Brother! Reinforcements coming!
Instead of impersonating Tim Morrison's clone trooper voice, they're going for D. Bradley Baker's, cementing the TV shows with the live-action films. I actually didn't know who Vader was choking at first. I thought it would be an Imperial officer who displeased him, but the storytelling here caters to people like me who had no idea who was being choked until the reveal. Then again, I am a bit slow. It took me till Revenge of the Sith to realise that Palpatine and Sidious were the same person. Holy sh**. Clone troopers can actually hit their targets. So remember that scene in The Force Awakens where Kylo Ren stops a blaster bolt using the Force, and everyone was like, oh my god, that's sick, that's amazing. Well, this shit's all over that.
There is no escape.
I have a feeling Star Wars Theory says this to anyone who threatens to unsubscribe from the channel. God, I'm sucking up. This Royal Guard's on fire. The Senate, ladies and gentlemen. Some fan films have terrible CGI quality. This, however, is not one of them. Can we just appreciate how intimate this death is? Vader doesn't choke him with the Force. He uses his bare, mechanical hands.
I made this for you, so you'll remember me.
This repeated line of dialogue from The Phantom Menace is said with more tragedy than innocence. The Anakin they cast here looks like a young Hayden Christensen, which makes sense when you think about it. This is one of the most haunting images I've ever seen in a Star Wars film, fan or not. 8 months prior to this storyline, Vader was supposed to be a father, and that chance was taken from him when his wife and unborn child supposedly died. And here we see Vader hugging his wife as a child. This is some messed up tragic shit.
Is why you'll never...
For those wondering why Vader never rose up against Palpatine, here's your answer. It's no surprise that Star Wars Theory changed the thumbnail of this fan film to this scene. The attention to detail is amazing. It looks like it was directly taken from the films. Anakin is conflicted. Death Star being constructed. I gotta give props to SWT. Different lighting, different mood, the same set in a completely different context, which would have saved a bit of budget, and it still looks amazing.
You are distressed, my friend.
So when we last saw the Emperor in Vader's vision, he was full of hatred and malice and he was destroying Vader. But here we see him as the kind mentor and parental figure that seduced Vader to the dark side in the first place.
Yet Skywalker's powers dwarfed yours, did they not?
Palpatine uses the Anakin persona to taunt Vader, pushing Vader to resent Anakin even more. It's twisted, but it's genius.
Only your hate will eradicate him. Use it.
The immolation theme. Palpatine's upset that Vader isn't trying to kill him, whilst at the same time not wishing to die. The burden of all Sith Masters.
How is that possible?
Power. That's how.
For someone who loves monologuing, it's refreshing to see Palpatine can also keep his answers short and sweet.
And you and I both know this particular Jedi wields a great deal of it.
I love how they're not telling the audience the name of the Jedi. This reminds me of The Empire Strikes Back when they're talking about Luke being Anakin's son without pointing out the obvious of who Anakin is in that room.
Rival before you.
I don't know why, but I love this pose. It's like Sidious is about to have a rap battle with Darth Vader. Come at me, bro. Subtle Trade Federation theme, reminding us how it all began. If I've said it before, I'll say it again. The CGI in this film is amazing.
I will use the 501st.
As you wish, sir. Make way for the boys in blue.
The boys in blue. Mother
To the left of them! Cannon in front of them!
It is by my hand you will rise from the ashes of this this world!
Do you feel in charge?
Chipoko Umen Gisa.
I am pathetic.
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
Don't try it!